Hi everyone, welcome back. Now, since today is Valentine's Day, I decided to read a poem for you. And that poem is my favorite love poem ever, entitled Somewhere I Have Never Traveled by Cummings. Now, why is this my favorite love poem ever? Number one, because of the language used. Napakaganda kasi ng mga salitang ginamit ni Cummings dito. Like, I think there's an explosion of figurative language. Kaya ko siya gusto. Number two, I think Cummings was able to capture the emotion of being in love, like head over heels, like being controlled by the power of love. And number three, kasi nga, si Cummings is one person who hates to be controlled. But in this poem, I think he was able to prove that he's just like everybody else, right? Na helpless in the face of love. So, enjoy the poem, everybody. Somewhere I have never traveled, gladly beyond any experience. Your eyes have their silence. In your most frail gesture are things which enclose me, or which I cannot touch, because they are too near. Your slightest look will easily enclose me. Though I have closed myself as fingers, you open always, petal by petal myself, as the spring opens, touching skillfully, mysteriously her first rose. Or if your wish be to close me, I and my life will shut very beautifully, suddenly, as when the heart of this flower imagines the snow carefully everywhere descending. Nothing which we are to perceive in this world equals the power of your intense fragility, whose texture compels me with the color of its countries, rendering death and forever with each breathing. I do not know what it is about you that closes and opens. Only something in me understands the voice of your eyes is deeper than all roses. Nobody, not even the rain, has such small hands. Now, what is the real meaning of the poem? Actually, this is only my 2 cents, only my opinion. And my technique in understanding a poem is that every time I would read it, I would imagine the scenario, like what is happening in the poem. And I think in this poem, there are 2 characters. The first one is the lover, and the second one is the beloved, right? And the beloved is our persona, right? And in this poem, the lover is being symbolized by the eyes, while our persona is being symbolized by the flower. So, ang nakikita ko dito, may isang tao na may mga mata, and of course, may isang bulaklak. And just by having that kind of scenario, it would help explain the poem. That in this poem, there's a play of power, like the weak and of course the strong, hegemony for that matter. And I think the stronger one would have to be the lover, while the weaker one is the beloved. Now, what is one proof of that? Well, one very important proof of that is the metaphors used by the author. Imagine the eye and the flower. Now, if you would think about it, who is more powerful, the eye or the flower? Of course, the eye, because the eye is gazing at the flower. And gaze is actually a sign of power. The one looking is the one in control, right? And not only that, we have the subject and of course the object, right? Tama-tama kasi yung subject, tao na may mga mata, at yung object is yung bulaklak. Now, what is the meaning of this? Very simple. It only means that in this particular poem, talaga namang head over heels na in love ang ating persona, that the power solely belongs to the lover, that the lover can do everything, and the beloved has no capacity to control himself, right? So ayun, actually yung lover nga, diba, has the ability to open and close the flower, right? with the slightest look, right? Kaya tingin ko talaga perfect yung tula kasi yung ginamit ni Cummings ng mga symbols, like yung mata at yung bulaklak, parehong bumubuka at sumasara. Right? Ang galing, no? Talagang naman ang galing ni Cummings. Talagang sabi ko, genius. Napakahusay niya. Pero we must also note that even though the lover is powerful, hindi naman niya ginagamit yung persa niya para ma-impluensyahan yung ating beloved o yung persona. Why? Ang daming clues dito eh. Like in the first stanza, sabi doon, your eyes have their silence. Right? Ibig sabihin, kahit hindi sumisigaw yung mata, kahit hindi sumisigaw yung lover, still, ang lakas ng epekto niya dun sa beloved. Right? Not only that, in the fourth stanza, sabi dyan, nothing which we are to perceive in this world equals the power of your intense fragility. And I think that is a paradox. Kasi how can something fragile be so intense? Right? Pero if you would think about it, I think that is also the nature of love. Right? Love is very fragile. Love is very, like, vulnerable. But at the same time, it is very intense. Kaya nga talaga na-capture ni Cummings yung pakiramdam ng pagiging in love. Okay, I think one of the best love poems ever. Ang ganda, right? So, I really hope na nagustuhan mo yung tula, and I hope that you would read more poems of E. Cummings. And I also hope that you enjoyed watching this vid. Once again, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and see you next time.